Hold on. Brand new unit just came out. Drakan Warriors. Comp2us decides to name the Dark One Drakar. Drakar Noir. Someone at that company has a sense of humor. Today we're going to look at both the Dark One and the Light One. Just a little couple matches of each because there's really not too many people that even have them just yet. It's been 24 hours. It's been less than 24 hours actually since they came out, but I want to see them as quickly as possible to see what they can do, if we should be excited about them, if we should. We're not going to get them anyway. It doesn't really matter. So we're going to see if we have to ban them when we fight against them in RTA. So the Dark One, really his big thing is the first skill, because his third skill works with the first skill. So defense break, 2 hits, 50% chance after it's fully skilled up. Second skill, attack the enemy 2 times, deals damage that ignores all damage reduction effects, recovers your HP by 30% of the damage dealt. So this goes through invincibility and shields and defense buffs and things like that. The defense buff basically is irrelevant with units that ignore damage reduction effects. And then the Duel of Honor, this is what makes him unique. Of course, he's an LD5, so very few people are actually going to be able to use this, but removes all beneficial effects and harmful effects from both the enemy target and yourself, kind of like Tiana, with an irresistible effect, and initiates a 1v1 duel. During the duel, all passives will not be activated. Very interesting. Duel begins with your attack and both sides exchange skill 1 attacks 3 times. After duel, if a monster is defeated, the side with the surviving monsters wins. Not the whole match, just the one thing, just the duel. All monsters on the winning side will have their attack bar increased by 50%, while all monsters on the losing side will have their attack bar decreased by 50%. Very interesting. Let's see how it works in action. The Light One, Fridrion, not as exciting of a name as the Dark One. I don't really love their leader skills. For LDs, we have a crit rate leader skill, which is probably not going to get used that often, and a resistance lead, which is probably not going to get used that often. First skill, same defense break. Second skill, this is an AoE, deals damage proportionate to your defense, 30% more damage to targets with harmful effects. Additionally, if you have no harmful effects, absorbs the attack bar by 20% each. And then we have the Dragon Scales passive. This is the interesting part of this, of course, LDs with the passives. Any harmful effects that was once applied to you cannot be applied in the same battle. I'm pretty sure this only applies to him and not the entire battlefield. Additionally, if you were otherwise, that'd be ridiculous. But the first time I read this, I was like, this is the whole battlefield? That's absolutely insane. Additionally, if you're inflicted again with the same harmful effect, excluding inability effects, it is reflected back to the caster. So, well, I mean, that says it right there. That it wouldn't be the entire battlefield for the entire duration. It's just for him. So I think that actually answers the question right there. The base stats are very similar, actually, with the exception of the attack and defense. This one has much higher defense, 823 defense, 615 attack, and this one has 845 attack, 615 defense. So it kind of just flip-flopped. Here we go. Let's see, there's a lot, some cleanse there. There's a lot of cleanse, and then there's also him not going to be able to get those debuffs after the first time. So let's see, they go for the Shatter. They're going to go for Veramos then. Yep. Gets the stun. They don't kill anything, though. So their opponent is definitely coming back from this, the LD team. So let's see. We're going to see the skill too. Okay. Defense, just kiddings. Nice stun on the other. Ethna's one of the best RTA. She's so nasty. She does so much turn cycling. It's so ridiculous. 119 base speed. Yeah. Ethna's a wild unit. Okay, there we go. All of those provokes. But I don't think we're really seeing too much of what... Okay, nice. But he's not doing like anything too ridiculous. Like, we saw the other LDs actually perform better in terms of the context of this battle than he did. It wasn't that it was completely terrible. It's just he's not broken OP. Two teams absolutely chocked to the brim of LD5s. Okay. Good LD5s too. Let's see. I just want to make sure we can see this Dark Trail. Actually, that was huge. Okay, Duel of Honor. There we go. Strips for both, and increased attack bar since they won the duel. That was huge. I'm surprised, I guess. Maybe I'm not surprised. I thought he was going to duel the light vampire because that would have gone through his passive. See, right there, he just got sniped. But that would have gone through his passive and nothing would have kept him alive. So they could have easily taken down the light vampire just there and then increased the attack bar and followed up with that. So I'm surprised they didn't go for the light vampire there. But that's just my personal preference. That's what I would have done. Because they could have still followed that up and taken out the Maximilian after that. Interesting, though. See, he's good, but he's a situational good unit. You can't just, like, snipe. Like with Sonya, you could just, like, snipe immediately. With him, if he did damage based on speed and he had a crazy base speed, and you just put him on Swift on, like, 300 and whatever. 400. I don't know how much you actually need to do nowadays because everything just keeps getting faster and faster and faster and faster. But if he was a speed-based unit, that would be ridiculously OP. Thankfully, he's not a speed-based unit, so that kind of keeps him in check. So we've got a super control-heavy team on the right-hand side, and then they've got some counters on the left-hand side. They got the Hey Gang, they got the Vertiheal. Let's see. If they don't even... okay, don't even take turn 1. Wow. That team did not have a speed lead. That is ridiculous. Speed lead versus no speed lead. Still gets outsped. Okay. We're not really seeing... I don't think too much of the Light Drakan Warrior here, though. We're just seeing that farm runes, I guess. Okay, Swirling. Does this activate? He can just keep using Swirling. That Magic Order Guardian. Yeah, just over and over. 5 stacks. Ridiculous. That's one of the LDs. I'm like, man, that would be really fun to play with. Just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Defense breaks, attack age, absorb. Ridiculous. Who takes turn 1? Left-hand side's taking turn 1. Leo's getting banned. Yep. Sonya. Okay. They're still going to snipe something out. Maximilian. The logical choice. That unit can do ridiculous things. Okay, so we actually still do get to see the Drakan Warrior here. Get some stuns. Oh, not all the stuns. Okay. Passive not coming into play. Watch the Beast run and take him down. Okay, beautiful. Doesn't have to worry about that. Very nice. Oh, he's going to die in a second anyway. Furious Charge. Okay. That's rough. That's rough. He's going down. You know he is. Oh, the Violent proc too. I was hoping we were going to be able to see a little bit more, maybe another duel, but at least we got to see it. No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who wins. Yeah, well, there you go. First pick thing. Oh my god, first pick thing. And okay. First pick thing in. I will leave my comments to myself. Let's see. Like if there was LDs, like super premium LDs following that, then like I could maybe see that more, but I don't know, man. I don't know. They proc? No, they don't proc. This is gonna be a rough one to try to come back. At least they have the defense buffs. Watch Feng Yan. Watch Feng Yan just obliterate the entire team, and this just becomes a Feng Yan spotlight. Okay, Dragon's Breath. Although we might actually see Light Drakan Warrior do actually what he's supposed to here. We might actually see a good match of what he can do, and he's a defense-based unit, so they're using a defense buffer with defense-based units. It's just that, yeah, of course I had to go for that one next. Because that is the big threat. The unit that just plows through the defense doesn't really matter with that pure damage with the passive. Oh, he went down fast. Ooh, let's go. Ooh, doesn't get it. Doesn't get the defense break. The dark one definitely seems more exciting, though. That's for sure. Like the light one, half of what we're seeing is what we're not seeing, is the amount of debuffs that cannot be applied to him. So over the course of time, It's going to be very hard to kill him. Because he's just not going to get those debuffs. So those are the LD Drakan warriors. Honestly, I think the dark one is way more exciting than the light one. Not that the light one is bad. I think it could be effective, but it just doesn't scream like, oh my god, this is an LD5. It's like, hey, this is a decent unit. You can pick him kind of situationally. Dark one, I think, is another situational one. But I think the coolest thing for the dark one would potentially be, and we didn't get a chance to see this today too much, but we will see this over time, is using him against Julian, Nana, things that have really strong passives where it's like, as long as you can take it down, passives don't come into play, and I think could be very, very nice in those situations. Again, both of them I think are situational, because like if you're going up against a cleave with something like this, like you're just getting it cleaved. He's not a Sonya. He doesn't have ridiculous high base speed and does crazy damage, snipe damage based on speed. I think that would make him ridiculously OP, but I think as it is, he is a nice unit against those kind of Nana, Julian, and similar situations. So anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you as always. We'll see more in the future. I'll see you as always in the next one.